What if I tell you that there is this piece of gimbal device or gimbal technology which can turn a full 360 degrees round and around and around, and it's something similar to like the Apple, I think it's the Apple Center Stage technology feature which they have in some of their devices. And more importantly, this device actually do not require any Bluetooth pairing, it doesn't require any plugins, also doesn't require any application at all to be fully operational and fully functional. Here is the Hohem Go 2-axle AI auto tracking holder. So for the past 1 month, I've actually been testing out this device with any activities which actually require like video recording or video streaming. And of course, a huge shout out to Hohem for sponsoring this video and sending me one set of this to actually test and review. You who have actually never heard of this company before, it's perfectly fine. The Hohem was actually Hohem Tech. They are actually founded in 2014, and of course their aim is actually with an original and independent R&D team on gyro ergonomic, algorithm and stabilizing technology. Right, of course, their goal is actually they want to be is actually a global leading, gimbal technology company with and a Chinese national high-tech enterprise with strong ability on independently developed technique, production and sales. So the company actually provides high-performance, intelligent image stabilization system and revolutionary smart stabilizer products and solution. Right, they are also one of the first, they are actually the first company to actually launch the world's first gimbal with an app and face tracking feature at the CES 2016. So with the gimbal product ranges for like smartphone, action cameras and DSLR, they're actually selling globally to more than 100 countries and regions. They're also the #1 seller of mobile gimbals and action camera gimbal on Amazon. But of course, what I'm actually about to say are actually my own views and thoughts. So right off the bat, you can see from here that it's actually shaped like a dome, right? Quite like a cone shape, dome shape, but it's very smooth and round, okay? And it actually fits very nicely in the palm of my hand, as you can see here. And you will also notice that the slightly tapered sides actually makes it easier to hold the device, from the sides. If you want to grab it like this, or want to hold it like that, or just like this, or anything like this, right? Even though the surface is actually pretty glossy and shiny, as you can see from here. Now, the shape and size of the Go is actually rather compact and small, considering that it's not really mobile compared to those gimbal sticks that we know, right? If you own a gimbal stick, you will know what I'm talking about, right? This is probably something that it's able to be more heavy duty, it's more heavyweight, and of course, right, the entire thing is actually made of hard plastic, as you can hear from here. Okay, so on the front, you actually see the AI tracking camera, the Hohem logo, right? And below that, you will see actually this silver shiny thing. This is actually the on-off power button, which also has a built-in LED light. Now on the top, you actually see a slot to actually place your phone, your smartphone, your tablet, your iPad, and it actually has a knob here to actually loosen or tighten the locking plate, which is actually movable. You will hear some click, alright, which is very satisfying. Now at the back will be the product name Go and the USB-C charging port. At the bottom, you'll see in the middle is actually a 1/4 universal mile, and along it, this grey color is actually the non-slip rubber ring. Now on the operational side, when I first actually boot up the Go, I would say that it's very intuitive, because all you need to do is actually press and hold the power button for 3 seconds and the blue light will come on to indicate that it is power on. The next thing you need to do is that if you want to activate the AI tracking, all you need to do is stand around 50 centimeters away from the device and pull up your hand to show a OK sign, right? This OK sign. You hold this in front of the AI camera And immediately, within about 1 to 2 seconds, the AI camera will recognize this gesture, and instantly, the power button will turn to green and it will start moving. Alright, the camera will start tracking, your face, and then it will actually turn accordingly. And in order to stop the tracking, it's very simple. All you need to do is to put your hands up, with your palm facing the AI camera as like a stop sign, and then within 1 to 2 seconds, it will detect it, and instantly the light will change from green to blue. Right, that's to indicate the AI tracking is stopping. And of course, like I mentioned earlier at the very beginning, the best part of this is that for the Go, that is, it doesn't require any applications, there's no software to install, there's no plugins, it doesn't require you to actually pair it with Bluetooth, nothing at all. It's fully operational straight up from the box. Now the motors are also pretty silent during operation. Now even the motors and the gears do make any sound, it's actually inaudible. Now using it is actually pretty simple. The phone slot here, which you see, you can actually take a phone up to a 13mm thick, which is or 1.3 cm thick, or tablet or iPad, which is up to 11 inches. The 1/4 universal mount, it also allows you to mount the Go onto a proper tripod, or if you need more stability, you need more height, or you can actually even mount it onto your extended desktop like arm mount. If you want it to be as part of your entire, like your whole live stream or your entire, YouTube video desktop setup, you can just mount it onto any of the arm extension. So the first major use which actually come to my mind for the Go, it's actually for Zoom calls. For those of you who need something like you need to do a Zoom call or you need to do a video conferencing call, it's pretty nice, especially if you need to conduct lessons or you need to conduct classes and you need to move around a little bit, quite a fair bit during your presentation. You're like walking from here to there. The Go is actually able to track your face, and it can actually move the entire camera of your phone, together with you. And of course, the second major use for this would actually be for live stream. For those of you who like to do like on Discord, you like to do it on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, yada yada. This is actually a pretty good add-on, an addition to your current video setup, especially if you want to demonstrate something or you want to showcase something. The third major use which actually comes to my mind would be like me. I'm doing a video recording, or I'm doing photo taking, or I'm using it for TikTok. Yes, for TikTok video recording as well. Okay, you can use it for poses, you can even use it for panoramic shots, whereby you can, like, let's say for example you're doing a vlog, right? You're doing some recording, you can put it onto a tripod, or a mobile tripod, a monopod stick, with the Go, and your camera and your smartphone is on top of it, and then you can actually set it up at one point, and then you can just walk around about 1 meter away from the camera, or 1.5 meter away from the entire device. It will still detect your face, and then you can walk around the entire place, with the device, the Go as the middle, as the center, and then you can walk around it, alright, showcasing what is actually around you, behind you, which adds an additional touch to your videos actually. Another major thing about the Go, which makes it an excellent companion on the road, not just at home or on your desk, is that it actually has an internal battery. Now the internal battery is pretty huge. It's about 2000 milliamp, and that would actually give you straight like 10 hours of usage, and that's without tracking. If it's with tracking, it's still very long. It's still like 7 hours with the AI tracking feature on. My goodness, I mean, I'm not very sure what you can do with it in 7 hours. It's like, even for me, doing a live stream for like 40 minutes up to an hour is already very long for me. But do let me know, those of you who are watching this video, have some ideas about what you're gonna use the Hohem Go for. Let me know down in the comment section below. When it's down to around 10%, the light at the front will go red and it will flash rapidly. So to recharge is very simple. All you need to do is to plug in the USB-C cable at the back and it will actually start charging. So to indicate is that the red light, instead of flashing, it will start to pulse slowly. This to indicate the recharging is actually started, and once it's actually 100% charged, the red light will stay on. So far, throughout the whole video, I've been pretty rosy and pretty upbeat about the Hohem Go, but of course, the Go is actually not perfect and do allow me to actually offer some criticism. The first one would be the lack of app support. I would hope that Hohem would allow some form of app to be connected to this device so that it can broaden its possibility and its usability, not just to be AI tracking on face, but probably to AI tracking certain objects like my cat. Now, some of you who have cats, who have dogs or birds, maybe my hand, because some of you could be digital artists, you could be painter, you might see that this could be a good add-on, like you like to draw, to showcase your drawing, as you're drawing, the Hohem Go could actually track your hands going up and down, left and right, all over the place. The second thing would be that I feel that there's too little upwards and downwards tilt, right? Currently it's only at 15 degrees up, 15 degrees down. I hope that it would be great if you could, the upwards and downwards tilt could be more. Maybe it could be 20 degrees up, 20 degrees down, or even 30 degrees up or 30 degrees down, giving it a wider range of motion. Secondly, I feel that the area around the camera could be completely flat instead of currently whereby it's actually curved, and instead of being a shiny surface, the entire area could be a huge LED panel whereby you can actually light up, okay, so that for those of you who intend to use this device on the go, set it up somewhere, it could be an additional light source hitting onto your face. And of course, I would hope that the overall finishing of the device could be matte finishing instead, so that the scratches wouldn't be so obvious. And then there's the big one. It's the number, the price. So it's currently going for around $60 on the Hohem official website. And if you're getting excited watching this video and you intend to get one for your upcoming TikTok live stream, or bring with you to your next Bali trip or to the next adventure, the thing I'm having right now is that I'm not sure what should I compare the Hohem Go to. Should I compare it to like any gimbal stick right out there, those gimbal tripod, because they are completely different devices, right? They even though they have AI tracking, but the motion and everything is very different. The way they set up is very different as well. I'm not too sure what should I be comparing it to. Now I'm not saying that the price is too shocking, but at this very moment, technically speaking, the Hohem Go, it's currently like the only product out in the market right now. It's the first of its kind, whereby it can do upward, downward. It's a 2-axle AI tracking holder device instead of a gimbal stick like what we see in the market right now. But I'm actually thinking that there could be two possible groups who would find the Hohem Go usable. First and foremost are those of you who are selling products or conducting classes on your live stream, through your live streams, and you tend to move around a lot. So I would say that if you're one of this, then of course the product sells itself. It goes without saying, right? The second group would be those of you who do not have an Apple device, which actually has center stage. And not only that, I would also like to say that that even though if you have an Apple device which comes with center stage, if I'm not wrong, it's pretty limited to only certain apps. For those of you who actually wants to level up, you do not like the hassle, you get very frustrated with the setup of gimbal sticks. I mean, I have tried gimbal sticks before, right? It's not easy to set up actually, mind you. It's like every time I power on the gimbal stick, I need to do a little bit of realignment and this kind of stuff, and it gets very frustrated. But for the Hohem Go, it's instantly, right? Like right out of the box, I don't need to do any like conditioning. There's no application, there's no Bluetooth, nothing, you know. Right out of the box, I just need to press the power and then it's power on. One hand gesture, it starts the AI tracking. One gesture, it stops the AI tracking, and then that's it. So the second group, some of you who are looking for something similar, but you want something that is no frills, easy to operate, long battery life, and it works with both your phone and smartphone, and yet the material itself is very solid, very sturdy. The Hohem Go is definitely one of the most unique gimbal tech product I've seen in a long time. It's not perfect, of course, but if you fall into either of these two groups I just mentioned, you will smile every time you put it to use. And there you have it. This is the Hohem Go 2XL AI auto tracking holder. Please remember to smash the thumbs up button and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. My name is Johnny. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.